So, the Christmas holidays, they're here. They're here. Just a few days to Christmas. So I got 5 fragrances in my collection that I think are probably gonna set you apart at the Christmas holidays or at the Christmas party, family gathering, whatever you have it. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 of these fragrances in your collection, these are the ones that I think you should be wearing this Christmas. See you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it's me. It is your boy Trey Scents. Listen, got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Hold on a second though, pump your brakes, hold up. Before we get into this video, need a few things from you. You already know, hey, listen, it's just part of it. I need you to like, share, and by all means, consider giving your boy a sub if I have earned it and you want to support this channel. That's how you do it. By doing those 3 things: liking the videos, subbing to the channel, yeah, like, and then sharing it. Yeah. And after you do all that, hit the icon bell. And that goes for any YouTuber, content creator, whatever that you like. It doesn't just have to be me. If there's a specific person you might like watching a cooking show, you like watching that cooking show and you want to support it, sub. It helps us all out. You know what I'm saying? It tells YouTube what to do with us, where to put us. Now that we've got that out of the way, to what you came here for, let's get right into it. This is one of my favorite genres of fragrances. And it is classic, timeless, masculine, barbershop, just nice. And you may be saying, well, Trey, how's that gonna set me apart? Well, because people are straying away from them. Everybody's going to the sweeter, the boozier, you know, almost unisex type of scents, which is nothing wrong with, hey, I wear them myself. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. These bad boys here, I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gonna have to worry about your 16, 17-year-old son, your nephew, your cousin, your auntie, none of them. They ain't gonna want these. They're not gonna mess with these. They're not, I promise you. But I promise you, the women around you will like them. They will. And let's start off with the bang from the house of Paul Sebastian. Boom, it is fine cologne. And I think this just smells elegant, classy, regal, sophisticated, clean, fresh, barbershoppy, woody. It just smells good. It just has this smell to it. If you've ever smelled this, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And it's a love or hate. This is either the type of scent that you go, yes, Trey, that is what I like. That's it right there, boy. That's that juice right there. Or it's the type of scent you go, nah, my Uncle Levon wore that. And I can remember him riding in that Cutlass. Nope, I don't want no Cutlass. I don't want no Paul. Okay, I get you. You don't want to smell like Uncle Levon. I got it, that's fine. As for me, I'm good with it. Especially this time of the year, the holidays, it's just a beautiful scent. Again, barbershoppy, clean, woody, masculine, but at the same time, it's easy to wear. Temper your sprays, like, because I think Christmas Day here, it's supposed to be like 70 degrees. So if you like my people in Texas, if it's 70 here, it's gonna be 75, almost 80 there. So go figure. But nonetheless, this is one you can still pull off, one you can still wear, and it will still smell good. Get you lots of attention, get you lots of compliments. And it does not have to be the Christmas holidays to wear this. You can wear this year round. Definitely a great scent to where when I would pull this one out the most is when I was gonna put on a sweater. This was like my sweater cologne. I mean, just real talk. When it was like one of those days, because I know I've said this several times before, on those days here in Alabama where it's the coldest, those days are very rarely gloomy, rainy days. If it's like 20 degrees outside in Alabama, you look up and the sun is shining and the birds are playing, it's just cold. It's just bitterly cold when that Arctic front moves through. But those days are absolutely beautiful. Those are the days I reach for this if I have to go somewhere. Right here, the colder the better. Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. It's a basic bottle, but at the same time it's timeless. You know, I like that gold cap, gold atomizer. Smells really, really good. This next one on the list is a, I guess you'd have to consider it a niche house, independent house, niche, whichever you want to call it. And the house, the perfumer behind it is EJ Wells, which tells you the house is Happy Land Studios, and it is simply barbershop. And I'll tell you, this one, the way this fragrance sprays, the way the atomizer on this fragrance works, 2 sprays of this may be too much. You may be looking at 1 spray of this to the center of your chest, and then you're good for the next 2 to 3 weeks. It'll be Valentine's Day before you have to reapply fragrance. I'm just. And I'll tell you, this will set you apart, but it is so strong. You see the juice levels. It's not because I don't like it, it's because it's that strong. You just need a squirt or 2 of this. You do not need 6, 7 sprays of this. 6 or 7 sprays of this, and you ain't gonna be able to stand yourself. Honestly, 1. I'm trying to think if I could see 2 sprays, maybe 2, and that may be 1 to the neck, and then maybe 1 to the back of the neck, or maybe 1 to the chest. I'm trying. Okay, let's go 1 chest and 1 on the top of the hand, because if you have to wash your hands or something, it will die down, but it's on there, bro. I'm telling you. But nonetheless, barbershop is an appropriate name for this. Very classic, timeless. This, there's a little man on the bottom. Let's see if you can see him. Yeah. Okay, you see how that little man look? That's how this fragrance smells. You know, this fragrance, to me, it smells like a man, but this smells like a man that carries a pistol in his back pocket, maybe even an old pocket knife. And, you know, if you're from the South, we all know those old dudes that carry those knives, and they be so sharp that I mean, all they got to do is just, and you open those knives. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. Just a guy. And he don't wear a lot of different fragrances. He got 2 or 3. He maybe rotate between something like this, Old Spice, and Brut. That's that. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. That type of person. But honestly, I think you should have that type of confidence when you wear it. Understand that this is not for everybody, but if you have the chest to pull this off, man up, wear it, enjoy it, love it. I do. I know when I wear this, I know I'm good for the day. I don't even think about reapplying or nothing. It's just like, you know, I think about putting something else on 2 or 3 days from now, but seriously, nice fragrance, good projector, excellent longevity. You see the darkness of that juice. My guess is this is probably 40 to 50% concentrated oil. So it's above the extract. And I'm telling you, if you have Happy Land Studios barbershop, I think you should wear it. A lot of people will stray away from that one though, because it is strong, super strong. So if you have that and you've been thinking, well, maybe I should pull that out, don't go no 3, 4, 5 sprays on that, because I'm telling you, Aunt Susan them gonna get to sneezing, coughing, wigs are coming off, teeth are coming out, knee-high holes gonna be shown. It's no. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it. Keep the sprays down. This next one is one that I absolutely love. I got it because I was looking to add some diversity in my collection. I was looking to add some more masculine fragrances in my collection. I picked it up off Macari and got it at a really, really good deal. I'm talking in the teens, shipped. And it is from the House of Guerlain, which just happens to be one of Julie's favorite houses. And it is Habat Rouge. Now, as my mind, I'm telling you, man, I'll be having them senior citizen moments way too young. My mind just, whoosh. And the problem with it is my mind goes in different directions really, really quick. I mean, I could be sitting here thinking about tacos, and the next thing I know, I'm driving to Texas. Like, how did I go from tacos to Texas? But the problem is my mind makes a correlation between tacos and Texas. So, anyway, Habat Rouge by Guerlain. So, now this one, for the price that I paid for it, I am thrilled with this fragrance. And I think it was like $17 shipped. Oh man, I don't even have to put that up to my nose. Lavender. Powdery. Goodness. Sweetness. This may be out of the three that I've shown so far, this may be my favorite. It just, man. And again, this is one that is strong, it is potent. And you know, if I'm shooting a video, that my battery is about dead. Oh man. This is what I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. Can y'all smell that? Smell that. I'm telling you. And it's a Guerlain, so you know it's very well made. You know, it's a very high quality fragrance. And notice all of them are about the same color juice. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was intentional, but what I do know is all of these are unapologetically masculine. There's masculine and then there's masculine. You understand what I'm saying? And this one comes back in with some sweetness and some powderiness that just, I'm gonna tell you what the kid would do. Sprinkle just a little bit of baby powder on the taco meat. I don't know what it is with tacos today, but sprinkle just a little bit of baby powder right here on that taco meat. Get it seasoned in there real good, you know what I mean? And then come over the top of that with some of this. And you're not going to need a lot of sprays with this either. You may get more, you have a little bit more leeway with this. I would say maybe 3 to 5 sprays with this, but place them strategically. Like I would spray down some past my knees. I know that's crazy, but I would spray maybe a spray down there, the wrist, the top of the hand, back of the neck, and maybe the chest. Because I'm gonna put the mozzarella on the taco right there. And put the cheese right there, and then I'm gonna hit it with this. And I'm telling you, man, I love it. I don't know if that's iris or orris in this that's giving it that sweet, oh so sweet powderiness. I'm telling you, man. Just a nice fragrance. If you see this out, pick it up, because this is one of those that if it gets discontinued, price is definitely going to go through the roof. And you know Guerlain will discontinue something really quick. Interesting story behind this fragrance. This fragrance was made for men because all the men were buying Shalimar. So they were like, hold up, we got to make something for the men. And come this bad boy. So anyway, I really like this juice, man. Unapologetically good. Like it. I like it a lot. That smells good right there, man. I got to go to work tonight. I may spray that on tonight. Nah, I got too much other new stuff. I don't know. Frag head problems. When you got to go to work in like 5 hours and you already sitting up here thinking like, when am I going to wear to work? But that is really, really good. Nice, powdery, sweet. Almost has a modern smell to it because of the powderiness. Like something from Prada. Almost like if you took Prada L'Homme or Prada Amber and multiplied it by 4. If you intensified the strength of Prada Amber by 4, that's what you get, is Guerlain. Okay, this next one, whew, I gotta get ready for this spray. Oh, I gotta get ready for this one. Whew. This is beast mode right here. Very unattractive bottle. Horrible presentation. Cheap plastic cap. Have no idea what they were thinking. But it's from a house I love. Have a lot of their fragrances. The house is Dunhill, and it is simply Dunhill Man. And this is another one. 2 to 3 sprays and you're good. That's it. You do not need to go, maybe 2 sprays placed strategically. And you're going to project for hours, and the scent is going to stay on you for hours, and it's going to be a beastly scent trail when you come through on them. So you have to be careful. Now, it's not as fresh as Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. It's not as fresh as Guerlain Habat Rouge. It's closer to Barbershop by Happy Land. Our Barbershop is closer to this, because this, I think, was the first. I'm pretty sure they got pictures somewhere of Moses and them, and they holding this up. Him and all the disciples was going to a cookout or something, and never mind. But nonetheless, this fragrance is I think, timeless, classic, beautiful fragrance. They've been wearing this fragrance 60 some odd years, I think. Longer than that. I think this fragrance was made in the 30s or 40s. They've been wearing it since, but nonetheless, it's just classic, timeless. And believe it or not, it's relatively easy to wear. You just have to calm down on the sprays. This is not a 7 spray all day fragrance. This is a 2 to 3 at most. And do not mess around and spray this in your car before you get out, or with people in your car, because you're going to get somewhere and they're going to be passed out from the fumes. And you can't do that. You spray this in a heavily ventilated area. Same rules to applying this fragrance apply if you was going to spray paint something. Got to get some air in there, some ventilation, because if you don't, they're going to find somebody somewhere slumped over. I'm telling you. It's that gasoline. I'm trying to tell y'all. But I'm also trying to tell you, it smells amazing. I know my comments section on this video need to be hyped, because one more test strip. Because I know there's a lot of fellas out there that got these fragrances. This next one is going to be in a video later as well. And this is one I got as a Christmas gift. I think it was yesterday's Christmas gift from the aforementioned Miss Julie. And it is the Lion's Head, or La Lique Parfum. Perhome, I'm sorry. And you know, I gotta find that atomizer, because I'm Ray Charles Stevie Wonder over here. Ray Charles Stevie Keller. Whew. This is another one that you got to brace yourself for. But as my boy Manuel would say, it's good. I like it. I really like it. This one is just classic, but by far the most refined in this list. But it's still, after about 30 seconds or so, you get this barbershoppiness that is amazing. You get a certain brightness when you first spray it and it first starts to open up. You get this nice brightness. But after just a few minutes, he taps you on the shoulder and says, "What's up?" It's a mane in here. And that's what you get with this fragrance right here. Got the bottle backwards. The Lion's Head. La Lique Perhome. And when you deal with the La Lique fragrance, I mean, I'm so impressed with this company. I now have 3, thanks to, again, the aforementioned Julie. And I've been so impressed with this house. I had seen this one in stores several times and did not get it. And this is a fragrance I should have been wearing for years. But the times that I've seen it, I may not have been at that stage in my life where I was wearing fragrances like that. Because you got to realize, I'm not new to fragrances. I mean, I've been doing this since 6th grade, legit. And I'm going to tell you what grade I'm in. I'm in the 45th grade. But this one just has a little bit more sophistication to it. It's a little bit more refined than the rest of them, but man, is it good. The three that separate themselves to me that absolutely just stand out as the better smelling is this one, the Habat Rouge, and the Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne. All of them, all 5 of them smell good, but the Happy Land and the Dunhill are so beastly that you just have to be very careful with these. They're so beastly and so brutal that you have to be careful. The other 3 are beast mode and definitely masculine, but they're a little bit more subtle and a little bit easier to deal with. They ain't no joke. I mean, they're no joke. They're no slouch. You're gonna have to man up to wear them. And again, these are not the fragrances that I think you're gonna see your nephew wanting to borrow. I don't think he's gonna call you up like, oh, can I spray on some of that Habat? I could be wrong, but man, that is so good and sweet. I love the sweetness in this. Love it. With this one, it's that borderline because it's got a touch of attitude, touch of personality, but it's still got that class. This one to me says, you lucky I ain't who I used to be. 20 years ago, I'd have knocked you out. That's what this one says to me, because you pick up on a little bit of that bad boy vibe to it. But at the same time, it's like, no, I ain't doing all that no more. But 20 years ago, I'd have cut you. That's what I get from this fragrance. And I know y'all probably thinking, this man is crazy. He just smelled too many of these fumes going to his head. I promise you it ain't, but that's just the vibe I get. You know, I haven't always, because I think about myself. The Trey that you see before you now, that's not who I've always been. I've always been quiet and kind of to myself and a nice guy, but I ain't always been this nice. I ain't always been the Trey you see now. So, but it's just something about it. And then this one, to me, this one just says money. This to me, this is what money in a bottle smells like. That'd be a good name for a fragrance too, wouldn't it? Money in a bottle. But that's what this one smells like to me. Sophistication, refinement, but at the same time it says, I don't have to try too hard. Like I watched something, and it may have been on TikTok, they showed a picture of Jay-Z when he first came into music. And that's when I remember Jay-Z, you know, from his Reasonable Doubt album, his Reasonable Doubt CD. You know, they showed him dripped in gold chains everywhere. The big hollow dookie ropes is what we used to call them. Gold everywhere. And he didn't have nothing. And they talked about, you know, he was probably broke. And now he's worth billions. And every time you see him, he's in a t-shirt and blue jeans. To me, that's what this fragrance represents. It represents, I'm at a stage in my life where I do not or no longer care to impress you with anything that I do, because I'm moving for me. And this is how I move. That's what this fragrance says to me, which is exactly where I'm at in my life. I don't care if I impress anyone with anything. Honestly, I didn't care in high school, but you know, that's just the lane I've always been in. But that's what I get from this fragrance right here, y'all. And this will be in another video in 4 more days, probably the day after Christmas. Nonetheless, man, I'm gonna get off here because I rambled a lot. These are the type of videos I enjoy because, and my battery's on 10%, so I ain't got no choice but to get off here. These are the type of videos that I enjoy the most because I get to talk about fragrances that don't get a lot of love, attention, or shine. And I think most of my subs are in my age group, in between 30 and 60, which I know is wide, but that's just what it is. So, and I think these are fragrances that we should proudly as men wear. Not that there's anything wrong with anything that anybody else wears or whatever, but I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta be a man and you gotta man up. And when you do, these are some fragrances that's gonna help you do that and stand out at your little Christmas gala that you gotta go to. Anyway, I'm fixing to jump off here, thumbnail it, edit it, and get it up so you guys can see it. I hope everybody is having themselves a wonderful holiday season. I know for your boy, this has been one of the best that I've had in a long time. Just joyous time of the year. And I digress from that. But I love you all. Thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime and being the best part of this channel. Listen, we got to grow though. Help your boy grow. The more I grow, the more I can do for the channel. Like, buy fragrances. Anyway, I know everybody's like, Trey, you ain't got to buy fragrances. You got jewelry. Whatever. But it's true though. Anyway, I love you all. God bless you all. If this happens to be the last video I do before Christmas, may you all have a very, very safe and Merry Christmas. Hug your loved ones. Spend time with your family. If you ain't got no family like me, I don't have a lot of family here, so it'll be very low key. Spend time doing something that you love and just reflecting on all the things that you have to be thankful for, because we're all better than we deserve. And even no matter how bad it gets, we have tons of things that we can just absolutely be thankful for. I mean, if you have the ability to do this, you just took a breath and you got a choice and a chance. So anyway, I'm jumping off here. No more lecturing. Till next time, y'all. I love you all. God bless you all. Peace.